on BodyFit by Amy, and this is your double kettlebell workout. So for this workout, you just need 2 kettlebells, and it doesn't matter if they are the same weight. I'm gonna be using 210s because I have them, but if you have 2 kettlebells of 2 separate weights, don't worry, I'm gonna give you options. Everything we're doing, we'll do for 2 sets, so you can just switch your arms to make sure we're even, and I'll give you options to drop down to 1 kettlebell on some exercises if you need to. So just need your kettlebells and your mat. Are you guys ready? Let's do it. So we're gonna start with a quick little warm up. Just roll through the shoulders. Just make sure your kettlebells are out of the way where you're not gonna step on them. Roll them forward. We'll keep the warm up short. So as always, if you need more of a warm up, take a deep breath in or a cool down, get it on your own. Breathe. So if at any point any movements feel too much, you can drop the kettlebells completely. Don't drop them, set them down. Roll through your back, flat back down, and just do the moves without the weight. Or I'm gonna give you some options to take it to just 1 kettlebell. And again, everything we do, we'll do 2 sets so you can switch them if you have different weights. Last one right here, and then just torso rotations, side to side. Abs pulled in, and then reach across. Stretch long through your fingertips. Breathe. And over your head. There you go. And then let's just bring the knees up. Opening up the hips. And then little hamstring curls to the back. Sit out. And then toy soldier kicks. Just reach towards that toe. You don't have to actually touch it. Ooh, I'm feeling tight today. And tap it out. Okay, so we are gonna start with a kettlebell curl, coming up into our chest, squatting it down, pressing it up. If the press feels like too much, you can take it out or keep it a little half press. And then I'll give you an option to go down to 1 kettlebell. So go ahead and grab both of your kettlebells. It's gonna look a little bit like a clean, but it's more like a curl into the squat, into the press. So I'm here, kettlebells on both sides, curl it up, flip them here, squat it low, press it up, all the way back down. So curl, squat, so coming up, squat, and you can get a little momentum into it and really let yourself drop and press. Keep going. If you need 1 kettlebell, just take it to that curl, squat, and press. If it starts to feel like too much, you're just here. If you can, keep it right where you are. Curl, squat, and press. Ooh, up. Heart rate's already pumping, right? So a lot of these compound moves. Breathe up. Let's go 4 more right here. 4, down. 3. Last 2. 2. 1 more right here. And up. Tap it out. Okay, so in between, before we get that second set, I'm gonna have you keep the heavier kettlebell. So if you have 2 that are different, keep the heavier one, set the other one right onto the side that you had it on before so we don't forget. Heavier kettlebell, we're gonna do a low windmill. Our second time through, I'll give you the option to take the lighter one or the other one above. So toe turned out, kettlebell on the inside, low windmill, reach that arm up, drop it down, and bring it up. So you're getting a nice big stretch through our sides, through our obliques, while we work strengthening through the core. So stretch and strengthen. Down and up. Try to go all the way down on the inside of that leg. Toe turned out slightly. Push through that back leg. Keep breathing. And we'll go 4 more. I know it's double kettlebell, but I wanted to give you the option in case you have a much heavier one to start with this, and then second time through you can add it. Let's go other side. So switch it out. Drop it low, big reach and really stretch up. Focus on keeping that hand straight up. Try not to let it go here because we're working on mobility as well, right? So really lengthen down and up. Breathe. And get as low as you can. Last 4 right here. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Good. So you've got that other kettlebell in the front. Switch it to that opposite hand, right? So now we have opposite hands with a heavier one if you have 2. Don't worry, it won't all be this confusing. So curl and press again. Squat as low as you can in that goblet squat. Curl it up. Here we go. Power through. Drop it low and press. I know you feel this a little bit in your wrist and that kettlebell hits. That's okay. We're not going to do many like this. And up and breathe. Down. Good. Keep breathing. Remember, if you need to, you can take it with just one. Just curl, squat, and press right here. You're starting to get tired, but push through because this is the only time, second time that we're doing this. Breathe. Last 4 right here. 4. And up. 3. 2. Low. Power. Use the squat for that power for the press. And ha, tap it out. All right, so with both of your kettlebells if you want, or drop the lighter one, take the heavier one, and keep with that low windmill like we just did before. We're gonna take windmill again, lighter one up top if you've got it, heavier one down below, or the same like me, drop it low. Here we go, down and up. This is tough, so if you're feeling too much in your back or it feels like too much for your shoulder, then drop the top one, just do the motion, keep it low. Good, here we go. Straight up as you can. Looking up at that kettlebell, we call it spotting the bell. Really helps. 2 more right here. Last one. And relax. Tap it out for just a second. Same thing, other side. So if you need to switch them, bring them down here. I'll act like I have different ones. Switch them. Here we go. Toe turned up. Down. And up. Breathe. Up. Right there. Keep breathing. Push through that back foot. Last 3. 2 more. 1 more. Oh, I can tell I'm tighter on that shoulder, right? You can tell you can't get it up as high. Woo! Catch your breath, drop it down to the side, grab a quick sip of water, and we're gonna stay with those. We're gonna go into a side lunge and a row. So again, let's have everybody have the heavier one if you have to. Heavier one in your right arm, right? Okay, so right arm has the heavier. We're gonna step out to the side. Ready, here we go. My left, your right. Step with the lunge, back to center. Side lunge, kettlebells come on either side. Really lean into it, drive your hips back. Keep breathing. Take it down and push. 3 more, just the leg. Flat back. 1 more. Let's keep that side lunge. Let's add a row. Take it here, row, push it out. Down, row, and out. Breathe, and push, squeeze. There we go. Bring those elbows up, push out. Flat back, squeeze in the shoulder blades. Let's go, last 4. 4, I know those legs. And breathe. 3. Good. 2. One more. And breathe, tap it out. Just tap, catch your breath. Go ahead and put them down. And go ahead and switch them. So this, you'll have your heavy one in your left hand, outside leg. You're facing me. Let's start with that side lunge. Here we go. Drop it down, push out. So flat back. So remember, on that side lunge, really drive those hips back, keeping your back flat. Not here, eyes up. 4 more, just the legs. And breathe. 3, 2, 1 more. All right, let's add that row. I know we're tired, but you can do it. Here we go. Flat, row, and push. Flat. There we go. Breathe. Excellent. Step into it. Squeeze in those shoulder blades. Push out of that hip. Maybe pushing into that heel. And then drive up. As we get tired, keep that back flat. Make sure we're not rounding. If you're seeing the floor, readjust for posture. 3. Last 2. 1 more right here. All right, set them out in front and to the side. Doesn't matter which one is where, because we're just using them for a place to be. I'm gonna move my mat so I have a little more space. And we're just gonna do a speed skater. So kind of like that curtsy lunge, touching your kettlebells. So tap and tap. If they're too far apart, you can readjust, but really try to cover that space. Breathe. Tap it here, tap it here. I want you to get low. I'm not worried about getting super fast. We want it to be a little bit of a hip move, power move, but I'd rather you also get low in that hip. Breathe. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Breathe. Okay. So let's come down onto our mat. We'll get a little break on the mat. Things will still be working, but give our legs a little mini break. Go ahead and bring your kettlebells over. Doesn't matter which one is in which hand. Let's say if you have 2 separate ones, let's have everybody start with the heavy one in the right. Bring it down. We're coming here, and we're gonna put those feet up into tabletop, and we're gonna do a chest press. So up and in, down and out. So I'm having my feet in tabletop so I keep my abs engaged. Breathe. If that feels like too much, you can certainly bring them down. Just still keep the abs engaged by pulling the belly button in. But if you can, we're here. And go for 8, 7, 6, and 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2. Let's hold them both at the top and then just slow bicycle with the legs. 1 out and here. Push out, in, just holding at the top. Make sure you have a good grip. If you don't feel secure, set them down to the side. That's okay. Breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So drop them down. And if you can, if you've got smaller or lighter kettlebells like me, we're gonna bend down for tries. Now, that might feel like too much for some of you. If that is the case, that's okay. Drop one down to the side, grab it here with both, and just go here. No big deal. Breathe. Getting those arms working. If you want, you still got the 2, keep it here. Yes, I know, burn. Here we go for 4, 3, 2, one. Bring those kettlebells down to the side, and then let's go full bicycle. Break from holding the kettlebells. Twist, twist. I know that's a lot, and I know for a lot of us, our kettlebells are either wider or heavier, so it's totally fine to drop to the one. We'll come back to that in a minute. Breathe and twist. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Bring it up to the side. Switch your kettlebells side to side, all the way back down, and let's do all of that again. So starting with our chest press, feet in tabletop, up and down, press up and in. Strong arms, strong abs. If it feels like too much, drop them down. If you can, keep them up in tabletop. Either way, abs are engaged, belly button pulled in. Keep squeezing. Here we go. 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bicycle out and in. And breathe. And just for a little variety, let's actually bicycle the legs. So it's like you're moving through a bicycle, a little different in the core. Normally we just want to go out and in. And then bicycle backwards, bring it in and through. I know it's a little hard, you have to think about it. Pushing through those wheels and those pedals. For 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Rest those kettlebells down for a second if you can. And if you need to switch to the one for the triceps, just want to give your wrists and hands a little bit of a break. Bring it back up when you're ready. And here we go for tries. Down and up, elbows in. Down by the ears. Safety first, so if this feels like too much to have 2 above your head, too much just for size or for weight, take it here. Totally fine. Here we go. Last 8. 8, 7, breathe. 6, 5. I'm glad I have my 10s. If I had my 18, my 25, I would not be able to do this. Last 2. 1 more. And relax. Bring it all the way up. Woo! Stretch it forward. Take your wrist this way. I know it gets to be a lot holding that kettlebell. So just get a little stretch both ways with your wrist, and then go ahead and come back up onto your feet. Quick sip of water if you need it. And we're gonna go to some double kettlebell swings. Yep, I said it. So again, if you have thicker or heavier kettlebells, like any of these that I have back here, you can always just go down to 1 kettlebell. If you've never done a kettlebell swing, please visit my how to do a kettlebell swing video where it breaks it down a little slower. Definitely is one of those things that it takes a little bit of time, but if you can, bring them down in front. Got smaller or lighter ones. Feet might need to be a little bit wider. Prep it exactly the same way you would your regular swing. Hike it like a football. Hinge those hips to the back. Power it up and squeeze. It gets a little cumbersome to have the 2, so feel free, if you need to drop it down to the 1. Make sure you stop it here. Power up, squeeze, and down. Hips go to the back, squeeze. Here we go. 8, 7, don't do what I just did. Make sure you prep it. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Drop them down right here. Push them down low on your hands if that feels steady, and just hold a plank. If that does not feel steady, take your hands here. Keep breathing, just holding for 10. Whoop. Yep, don't let that happen. Breathe. I'm gonna go here for 4, 3, 2, and relax. Jump it in. Bring them both here. Let's swing that again. So if you need to switch them on the opposite side or drop to 1, keeping with those swings, roll those shoulders back, hike it like a football, and here we go. Power up, squeeze. Just level, with the shoulders. Everything's locking out at the top. You can also turn them in. That's a little bit weird, but maybe that feels a little better for positioning. Breathe, drive those hips back. Power for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it down. Drop them down. This time, everybody, hands on the floor. Let's take it to a plank and bring those knees in one at a time. Breathe. Try to get inside the 2 kettlebells. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Jump it in. Breathe. One more time with our swings. Only one to make it even. Grab that kettlebell in the center, heavier one if you've got it. Roll those shoulders back, hike it like a football. Finish strong. Here we go. Power it up. Feels so light now that we just got one, right? Breathe. Squeeze. Power it up. Make sure you're still loading from the back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Breathe. Drop it down right here. Catch your breath. Tap it out. Woo. I know we're tired. We are almost done. Breathe. So grab both of those kettlebells. Doesn't matter which leg is which. Let's go right leg forward, regular lunge. Drop it down, bring it up. 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2. Watch me take them down, bring it up, take them down, bring it up. Down and up. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and relax. Shake that out. Let's go ahead and get that other side. You can stay right where you are. Regular lunge. Woo! Let's switch your kettlebells. Switch them. Other side. Here we go. Down and up. Breathe. I know the legs are tired, but we are so close to being done. A couple core things on the mat. There. Push into that heel. Every other one, drop them down. Down and up. Down. Grab them at the bottom. Forcing you to get really low. And breathe. 4 and up. 3, 2. 1 more. Yes. Awesome. Grab your mat, bring it down. Quick sip of water if you need it. I know that was a lot. Woo, all those swings back to back. All the way down. So both kettlebells on one side. Watch me here, Russian twist, but we're just taking it over. Over, drop it down, over, drop it down, opposite. Cross it over. So you actually have to reach all the way through. If you want to challenge, bring the feet up. Very slow and controlled. Don't want you to accidentally flip your legs with that kettlebell. Heels down might feel a little better. I know it does for me. Twist, over, bring it through, twist, over. One more time, each way. Breathe. And one more. And relax, knees out to the side. Stretch it out. Woo. All right, come into a plank. Bring those kettlebells right out in front, in the front of your mat. Full plank. Last thing, so finish strong. Everything's pulled in tight. Tap it over, and here. Tap, here. If you want to move them further out, get a little bit more of a challenge, I love it. If you're feeling like your arms need a little bit more, add a push-up in between. Ooh, mine are tired. Or drop to those knees here. Bring it up. Bring it up to you. Or just keep your taps. Reach, reach. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big stretch back. Ah, whew. My arms and legs are shaking. Go ahead and bring it to a seated position. Let's take those legs long out in front. Shake them out, reach up, fold it over, breathe into that. Let your head and neck relax, a few deep breaths. Every exhale, sink a little deeper, a little lower. Hamstrings are tight, they worked hard. Open those arms up behind, reach those thumbs back. Forward. And a little hip stretch. So hands behind, cross one leg over if you can, and then just slowly inch that foot into you. You're pressing the top knee away and bringing that bottom leg towards you. Lean into it just a little bit. You'll get more of a hip stretch. Even just pulling up your toe, you'll feel more of that hip stretch. As always, get more stretching on your own if you can. We all need more of it. Switch your legs, start out wide, cross it over, push it in until you feel it. Pull that toe up, lean forward. Oh man, I feel that. Right here, lean over to the side. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. If you have two of the same weight like me, if you have two different ones, I probably talked too much through it. You guys probably could just figure it out and switch it on your own, but just in case. One big deep breath in. And out. And that was your double kettlebell full body workout. Great job, everybody.